Hello there, beautiful Taurus. So welcome back to my Tarot Nook. I hope you are doing wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me today. So we're going to tap in and see what messages want to come out for you and what's coming your way. All right, Taurus. Let's see what's going on for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs. All right, so we have magical harmony. I feel maybe some of you here are kind of honestly tapping into your higher self, into your spiritual self here. Some of you could be, unlocking your third eye, working on unlocking your chakras, unblocking your chakras. Whatever it is, I feel like you're also kind of connected to Earth in a certain way that it kind of harmoniously sings to you. It kind of, puts you at peace. Some of you here are just kind of naturally drawn to the mysticism of creation. Whatever's around, like around you, is very kind of awe-inspiring, awe-striking. And I feel like for a lot of you, you're kind of in a place where you're seeking harmony. It's like almost like you want to kind of move into the country, move into the log cabin somewhere. Like you're kind of putting yourself in a place where your connection to nature is kind of maybe like more of an important item to bring up on the checklist of things. Whatever it is, I feel like you're really kind of drawn to, again, the unknowns and the things that people, like the average person, isn't, kind of gonna go be curious about. You're curious about those things, very cool. Opportunity. So beautiful card. There's a beautiful opportunity here coming through for you. Some of you, it's going to be a little bit of kind of, it's going to take a minute. Some things are going to need some clarifications. You may be waiting on an opportunity or an answer for a job or a move or purchasing a home, a car, financing, so whatever it is. It's not just about the money. And there's gonna be options to explore. I feel like you're gonna be in good hands. You're gonna be around somebody that is going to help you grow successfully, financially, career wise. Somebody's looking out for you in a good way. I feel like you're in a good app. You're like a good asset for the company or the organization or the people that you're working with or the business that you may be starting, like your investors. But there's a bigger opportunity as well for your own self here. Some of you are kind of like trying to explore what something new and something different, and I feel like you're going to have a big opportunity here to take that chance. But there could be just some things that need to still be kind of like some loose ends need to be tied. And again, some things may not be completely understood or clear. So some of you, if it's contracts or anything like that, maybe kind of, read the fine print, I don't want to say get a lawyer, they're expensive, but like don't just go into it and just don't go into it like, half like with a candle. Go into it with like a strong light, like, kind of a thing. All right. So we have believe. So look at this. Wow. It literally was what I was talking about here. I feel like this is kind of like your sanctuary, your sacred place. I feel like a lot of you believe in yourselves in a different way. Something is strengthening you here. There's a lot of success. I feel like you're kind of taking a journey, like a spiritual journey on your own here. I really do feel like a lot of you like to live in the wilderness, around the wilderness, outdoors, work in the wilderness, work in the forestry. I don't know, you could be like a nocturnal person. You could be somebody that works at night, outdoors. I don't know, but I feel like this is you. This is how you'd want to live. You want to have your own place away from the noise. You want to kind of, hear the water. Something about you here is kind of just kind of putting you in a place where you're, creating that life, that dream now for yourself. Okay, so it's going to be manifesting soon. I feel like, again, a lot of you are working probably day and night to get your affairs in order in life. But there's a part of you that's very adventurous right now, that's kind of also sweeping through. And so you're kind of in a place where, again, not just manifesting, but you're in a place where you can make things happen. It's just a matter of time of when, and you have the full idea and decision to make so yourself. Companionship. So again, look at that under the moon. Some of you may be meeting a romantic partner here very soon, or reconnecting with somebody from the past. I feel like somebody, look at that light again. It's coming up again. I do feel like somebody here really wants to kind of wine and dine you, or have a conversation, like a candlelit dinner, or for some over like under the moon, you know, something like that. Look, there's a door as well underneath, and there's like a door here. Opportunity and companionship. Somebody might want to have, you might be exploring an opportunity here to become companion to somebody, or becoming this somebody that you may know, like through work, maybe the same kind of, I don't know, maybe this is somebody that you know, this is somebody, if it's not from the past or returning, this is somebody that you're actually kind of about to enter a new experience with, a new opportunity with. But whatever it is here, I feel like this is somebody that sometimes can, you know, speak their mind, or kind of may come across as somebody that is overtly very hopeful about everything. So I feel like this is somebody that just likes to know what's going on, and I feel like it kind of puts their mind at ease in that sense. But generally speaking, companionship is something that you are also kind of interested in for yourself in life. It doesn't feel like, you know, you kind of want to live the life alone. It just feels like it's time to kind of quiet the lifestyle down for you. And look, you're open. Oh, look at the candle again. And look, I feel like you're very kind of, again, open and receptive to, you know, to kind of transforming things about yourself here that, you know, you've outgrown. And I also feel like for a lot of you, you know, you still have like the kind of, rascal energy in you, but you know, essentially here you really, again, you know, you want to kind of get into a place where you have that companionship, you have the opportunity there, the doors open, you know, you're believing in yourself, you're believing in what you're creating, you're believing in the work that you're doing. You're kind of really harmonizing with the universe. Some of you could really be kind of great manifestors, or really amazing creators, like in like creating realities for yourself here. You're just kind of exploring maybe in the past, but you may be really good at it, and you're just not unlocking that either. Bottom of the deck, oh my god, CB magical. So you know, I feel like, again, there's something here that's going to be, you know, meshing for you like supremely well. It could happen during a full moon, it could be under the moon, it could be at nighttime. Something is flourishing for you in that sense. Honestly, it could be anything. It could be anything that's positively impacting your well-being here. This opportunity here, again, I feel like, you know, it's an opportunity that's being sought, but it's more like there's some things that need to be clarifications on. Okay, so let's go ahead and check in now with your romance angels and see what they want us to know, pay attention to for you, my beautiful Taurus. Oh, okay, all right. How many do we have? All right, so I saw this first. So it is safe for you to love again. Okay, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So Taurus, you know, I feel like this is kind of what I was trying to allude to here. It does feel like there's a sense of companionship. You're opening up to that. Bring yourself here. Okay, it's time to take back control of your life. And I feel like that's kind of where you are in your actual life. But romantically speaking, you know, you're going to be able to take control. You're going to be able to take back control of how you want things to be for you, how they want to work for you. Okay, let's see. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. I feel like some kind of companionship is going to kind of explosively take off soon. Something here is materializing for you at a certain energy. All right, let's go ahead and check in with you specifically and see what's going on with you here really quickly. What's going on with Taurus for us? That rhymed. What do we need to know? What does Taurus need to know for Taurus? Ow. Princess of Swords. All right. Wow. So all the booby cards are going to come up. Capricorn had the Princess of something. And now we have this princess over here. And I'm just, you know, I'm just trying to, I picked this deck because I felt like it was beautiful with the layout. And then I was like, oh my God, look at this. But going with it. So we have the Princess of Swords is here for you. Oh, we have the Emperor. Okay. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. All right. Eight of Swords. So eights, nines, and such and such. Okay. Make sure they're not too crooked here. Oh, bottom of the deck, Eight of Swords. I feel like for a lot of you, Taurus, you kind of had put like personal restrictions and limitations on yourself, on your mind, on your psyche to kind of, you know, be very kind of hard on yourself, like very harsh. Because I feel like for a lot of you, you know, you tend to have the sometimes the ability to overthink or put yourself in a place where you loop and loop and loop and you know it causes, and you know this, but it also puts you in a place where you don't like how you feel about things. And I feel like for a lot of you, you know, you may have isolated for a long time, but you were actually able to grow. There was something through your isolation or through that time apart or through living on your own, living that lone life, whatever you were doing, there was just so much growth here coming from that. Now, there's just been a lot of healing here. And I feel like a lot of you are looking forward to taking a leap of faith in your life towards the next thing that you want to come your way. It could be a person. It could be, you know, again, jobs. It could be anything, because right now we haven't dug into the love reading yet. But so I'm just kind of taking you through layers of the reading. And I feel like with this Eight of Swords, you know, there's communication here. It could be a little kind of biting, like something could be just a little harsh. But you know, I feel like somebody here does not want to fail at something, and I feel like there's a fear of failing. And I feel like that's kind of what we're outgrowing. We're outgrowing that fear of failing. We're outgrowing the mindset of, you know, I can't or I'm not going to. I feel like that sense of limitation, that confining thinking is kind of, you're healing from that. You're freeing yourself from that. Whatever relationship that had put you in that place at some point, or you may have felt like you kind of at any point in your life were dealing where you're feeling stuck, you're kind of freeing yourself from all those mental anguish kind of situations, because at some point, you know, you were kind of feeling helpless, but you were able to kind of turn it around up here. The Princess of Swords, like I said, it's the Page of Swords. So we're going forward here towards an Aquarius energy. I do feel like there's an energy here that is thinking about messaging somebody. You could be thinking about messaging somebody, or Taurus, somebody here, somebody could be keeping tabs on you and maybe kind of interested in reaching out soon. I feel like this is an energy that does not want to fight. I feel like they're ready to kind of stand you know, stand their guard, stand their position, so to speak. But this is somebody here that, you know, I feel like wants to overcome some type of an obstacle. Somebody here could have been very secretive, secrets or something secretive or gossipy could have been also taking place. So for a lot of you, again, I feel like this Eight of Swords kind of putting you in a place where you're snapping out of that, you know, situation where, you know, you reclused and you're kind of coming back out of that. And it was all due to kind of perhaps this Princess of Swords, an energy that was kind of causing problems unnecessarily. Equally, though, I do feel like there's somebody here that's kind of keeping an eye on you. And I feel like you're keeping an eye on the truth on something. All right, the Emperor here, I feel like somebody wants to have a very direct conversation with this Princess of Swords. I feel like somebody here is going to be standing their ground. They're not even defensive. They're going to be taking a very calculated conversation, like a calculated move. There's an Aries energy in here, Taurus. I don't know if you've got Aries in you, or if the person we're talking about is an Aries or could have Aries in their chart. But it does feel like there's a situation where, you know, fear that the situation would fail was kind of like the focus of things. Somebody was being very guarded. Somebody was not allowing the situation to kind of grow. And I feel like somebody may have been scared. So I feel like this Emperor energy was coming through right now. They want to be taking the logical path. There's a logical, somebody here would prefer to be more logical than to fight for the truth, because truth be told, the truth, if the truth doesn't come out with honesty and truth, like for the desire, then the I feel like your energy is going to reject half truths, okay, half lies, okay. So you're not going to want to, you don't deserve that, and you're going to be very like clear about that. The Nine of Pentacles, so Virgo energy here. I feel like, again, like strong independence. So somebody, again, at some point I felt like you're, like I said, you were isolating, limiting yourself, confining your thoughts to a certain degree. Kind of, you were kind of in a place where you kind of pulled away from something, wanted to kind of understand and kind of find yourself. And with the Nine of Pentacles here, in terms of what's going on, I feel like you were kind of in a place where you're finally gaining some financial independence for some of you, and you're also around an energy, or there could be an energy around you here that, kind of may have kind of been a reckless spender. It could have been you, you could have been like a reckless spender, and now you're kind of getting your financial affairs in order. But energetically speaking, in terms of a connection, I also see it to where somebody here is kind of not having a real life experience, being going like the solo route, like they're wanting the companionship very, very much so. And so maybe it could also be you here, Taurus, where you're planning for yourself, you're overthinking some things, you're analyzing, you're deciding what would the perfect companion be, what is it that I'm going to want from this person, how can they work for me, what do I need to work, what am I going to work for right now to make sure I'm also going to be on my own, taken care of regardless, so that if I have someone in my life, I'm not depending on somebody. So you're really kind of considering your independence. You're thinking some things through very logically. Somebody wants to have a logical conversation. Somebody's putting the sword technically down. And I feel like somebody here really wants to kind of maintain some type of clarity. All right, Eight of Pentacles next to another eight. I feel like, definitely taking forward positive movements towards growing something here with this eight. Double Virgos here, definitely practicing patience. Again, the whole time apart or time alone has given you some perspective for a lot of you. I feel like for some of you, somebody is having a hard time, unable to work things out on their own. So I feel like for a lot of you, somebody's letting something pass them by, and they're gonna like want to fix that. They're kind of, and I feel like under companionship, this is it. I feel like somebody here does not want the companionship to slip away, or to have something slip by them. So you could be really thinking about somebody here, but then I feel like that person that you're thinking about, they're also in that space where they're wondering if they should take any forward steps towards this situation. I do feel like at some point, maybe somebody was out of their depth, or things kind of did not materialize. Okay, so there could have been some type of, again, some type of a failure, but it was more because concerned that things would not work out. So somebody could kind of like stayed stuck or in a stubborn place of thinking, and kind of did not necessarily look at things. Things were just up in the air, and they were kind of very kind of lingering, if you will. All right, so let's go ahead. I keep moving, and every time I move everything. Let's check in with some love oracles for you. So at a crossroads, could not have been perfect card, more perfect card. You are at a crossroads right now, and you are definitely planning and looking at things from like a relationship perspective, weighing your options, weighing your choices. If somebody's in your life, you're deciding where it is that you want to do next with them. For the people that are manifesting, or kind of going to be reaching out, or maybe somebody's reaching out to you here, there's a decision that needs to be made. Again, things are just kind of being kind of, the planning is there, but the decisions haven't really been made about anything. Anxiety. So I feel like somebody here is a little restless. I feel like the Emperor could be somebody that really wants to kind of reach out and have some type of a logical conversation, but I feel like anxiety can kind of override the matter. Maybe it is you that's wanting to explore or have a conversation with someone, but it causes you anxiety. And maybe, for some of you, you have a lot of options out there, in terms of your life and your career and where things are going for you, but it could just be like there's a turning point that needs to happen. So some of you could just really be, because you're stressed, there's some things, again, you're kind of evolving and transitioning into something up here in your life. So there's a little bit of a weight kind of hanging over you. a spiritual awakening, enlightenment, epiphany, life lessons. You know, you're connected with an energy that kind of has really taught you a lot about life. This is the energy we're talking about. But some of you, this you and them have gone on your own spiritual journeys apart from each other. And I feel like for some of you, there's going to be like a rebirth of a reunion, of a connection of some sort with this person. For others of you, there's going to be like a rebirth of a self. And I feel like your enlightenment is going to kind of evolve into kind of figuring out the right companion that you're looking for. Okay, the snake. Okay, so we do have somebody here that's definitely could be like not trustworthy, or somebody here that has been giving you reason not to trust them from the past. So I feel like this deceptive energy again is probably the same person we're talking about. They could give you anxiety sometimes, and maybe they have kind of reached out and they have kind of had that logical conversation that they wanted to have, or that you desire to have with them, but right now it's decision time, where things are going to go next for you and them. So we'll see. There's healing. I feel like healing is super necessary. I feel like there's still healing taking place and needs to take place. I don't think this situation has been healed from the past, so there's some work that I believe needs to get done at this time. So let's see what's going on with you and them, what your mutual energies are telling us right now. Right. So we have, wow, so Eight of Swords, friends. Eight of Swords is here in the reverse. You know, I feel like maybe this is somebody that really kind of looked ahead at some point, wanted to kind of, you know, do things differently, or again may not have felt successful with you, or may have worried that they were going to fail or were not able to successfully, you know, I don't know, be a provider or whatever. But here with the Eight of Swords showing up in the reverse, there was somebody who were literally talking about it, learning from shortcomings, life lessons, a rebirth. So somebody here is learning from their shortcomings. I mean, it's you and them, this connection, whatever it is. If you're not from a past connection together, let's just say you're coming together for the first time into a connection, you both have learned from your shortcomings in life and from your life lessons, that, you know, you're kind of in a place where you're very cautious, you're very kind of alert, you're very, you know, cognizant of the things that, you know, you don't want to get hurt over again. All right, so that's really coming through very strong. There's a sense of freedom here and a strong perspective gained. And look, we have that beautiful moon again. So some of you, what was not once seen before is now being seen clearly. Even though some of you, the blindfolds are still on, it's not meant to be like a negative in the sense. It could just be that there's just the full healing and the recovery has not completed. So like the whole, seeing the whole big picture is just not there yet. All right, so let's see what else is showing up. So this is, I'm trying to do 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay. This is a moon card. So very strong moon energy. I feel like your biggest situation here, Taurus, has been not just issues with trust, but confusion, lack of clarity. Somebody here, anxiety is showing strong. I feel like this is, again, I feel like this Emperor energy really wants to have a lot, like, whatever conversation, whatever dialogue. This is somebody that really either wants, like, was sorry for not being monogamous, or they're the ones that are asking for a monogamous relationship. But looking at things from like the past, it does feel like something here was being kept a big secret, and it really brought again a lot of anxiety forward. Miscommunication was very strong here, and I feel like this is an energy right now, looking at like the present, that really wants to kind of heal from this. Currently, I feel like there's strong blocked intuition, so deception is showing again. So I feel like the biggest thing here for you is don't self-deceive yourself, because you could be around an energy that, you know, awakening aside, they could not have evolved the way you have, or you guys may have like awaken differently. So and I kind of say this with caution, because with the moon there's just a lot of unknowns. Trusting your intuition is like super important here. All right, and I feel like some of you want answers from this person. Some of you, this person owes you answers, and I don't know if these answers are going to give you even more anxiety. So there's again that logical conversation is going to be like supremely important and essential to guide the conversation, to guide the mood, I guess. Okay, so let's see what's going on. All right, so this is beautiful. This is the King of Cups. Okay, so with the King of Cups, I'm sensing here again something with water sign, of course, Pisces energy. Somebody that's very stingy with love. Okay, so remember we're talking about like here with the nine of Pentacles, and we were like, oh hey, you know, this is a Virgo energy, and you know, there's just something here that kind of experiencing things alone is very painful, or whatever I was saying. Well, they're moody about that. Like, this is somebody that doesn't like they have a hard time facing their emotions sometimes, and I feel like they cause turbulence with when it comes to relationships and emotions, and you know, seeing things through. Again, intuition needs to be very strong with this energy, because you know, if you're around somebody that's like stingy with love, is it something, it's your tolerance is going to be allowing them to, you're going to tolerate, you're going to allow what you tolerate, or tolerate what you allow. Now, but anyways, this is somebody I really do feel like can be very impulsive, but ultimately I feel like this is somebody that really wants to go with their heart. I think they're going to really be honest with you. I feel like the truth may hurt for some of you if you have a conversation about anything that could have caused you pain in the past. I feel like this is somebody that feels very strong and empowered, and actually very, very, they feel very, I don't know, how can I say it? They know they feel very confident, but also they feel like empowered to do so. Like they have no hesitation of acting, or at least approaching and having a conversation, or even at any point in time just following their heart with you, because they know that it will succeed. They're very confident about that. All right, so Ten of Swords, a snake. Wow, Ten of Deception and snake. Okay, so again, we can't pretend like we are not looking at this from an ending. There's certainly an ending here, but some ending here in the past did end in a betrayal. And so the betrayal has been very, very strong. And so for a lot of you, you know, the deception, the betrayal, everything became too much. It's too much to bear, too much to hang on to. Double Eights of Swords, you know, Ten of Swords, very, very strong. We have a Gemini energy here. I feel like this is somebody that really wants to really use their intelligent self to kind of reconnect with you and resolve this problem. I feel like this is a karmic experience for some of you that ended up in just a very painful ending. But this is somebody that is also had to also hit rock bottom themselves, and I feel like there's still lingering feelings, and I feel like this is somebody in the past, again, because we have the snake energy, they may have kind of acted in certain ways to change your mind and to convince you to kind of not manipulate you, but to kind of change the way you see things and the way you think of things for their benefit. It's almost to kind of agree with them on things, not relationship based, but just kind of how they were. And it's just, again, the snaky kind of shady stuff was just not healthy at all. But I feel like this is somebody that, if given the opportunity, will like to kind of reach out, and this is somebody that knows that they're very attractive as well for some of you. So just be careful. Like, I know you're going to be careful, but so this is somebody that, you know, is, you know, naturally attractive to other people. So that could also have been part of the problem. Six of Swords, you guys, lots of swords in this reading. So communication here was just really a big problem. Communication may have lacked to allow some healing to have take place. There's something here that's kind of transitioning and growing. There's just a migration, of course, of some sort. I feel like somebody's transitioning and transforming and growing out of the anger, the bitterness, and the hate, and trying to go into a place where they can heal. This is something that has the potential to survive a renewal, because like I said, they do want to emotionally connect with you here. They want to show up as a king, and they want to kind of resolve something here with this 10. They're seeing this ending as a potential opportunity to make things right, but it doesn't change the fact that they could have been a snake. Okay, and so with the Six of Swords, I feel like a lot of you, This is an energy that actually, when they want to play the King of Cups role, they kind of, feel like more attracted to you or drawn to you, Taurus, when you kind of like ignore them. So it's kind of like, the relationship is just kind of very kind of turbulent and very emotionally kind of not imbalanced at all, emotionally exhausting. Okay, so this is what I have for you. If it sounds like I'm whispering, I am. It is late at night. I have my neighbors next door. I don't know if they can hear me. I hope not. So I'm just trying to be very mindful. And I wanted to get these readings done out. So, anyways, I'm gonna pull a final message for you. I do hope you enjoyed this reading and you found it to be, uh, informative. Hope it resonated for you. I'm gonna pull a divine door for you here, and we're gonna look at this door, and we're gonna read the message on the door. And if you'd like to let me know you stayed with me till the very end, you can go ahead and type your word. Your word is nomad, NOMAD, and your message is: the nomadic wanderer lies deep inside. So take the leap now. Don't crawl back and hide. Yes. So I was like literally thinking like if you traveling, kind of taking off like the alone path, walk, journey into the forest trees and like into the bliss of like the quiet of the night. That's kind of what I was thinking, but I didn't know the no, I mean I don't know exactly what the total definition, but the traveling, the wanderer, the explorer kind of vibe came through. All right, well, Taurus, I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.